Hey, I'm Leslie Grace, and today I'm going to show you guys how I get ready. My skincare routine, a little light glam, some glowy skin, and maybe a little something on the eye, and some of my tips and tricks that I've accrued from my salon mama. So let's get into it. We're going to get this hair out the way because we're going to get into this face, into the skin, girls. I used to have a lot of trouble with acne, and I have to stay on my skin. The more that I apply to my skin, the more it's like susceptible to have all these different reactions. But something that's really important for me is cleansing properly. I love double cleansing. I love I'm almost like intense about it a little bit. I love this cleansing oil because it breaks up whatever makeup I have on my face. And we're gonna use my little Foreo machine that's like nice and vibrates and gets everything out. I mean, I swear and live by this thing. So now we're gonna move on to exfoliating. So this is from Tatcha, and it's a little like rice polish. And I've been using it lately because it's nice and fine. It's not crazy abrasive. I was actually really bad with the discipline of my skin, and then I started to have a lot of like cystic acne, and then I met my amazing dermatologist. Next step is one of my favorites. I recently got into like steaming, and I got this personal steamer for myself by Dennis Gross. Summer Fridays, it is the jet lag mask, and that is exactly what I love it for. Sometimes I even put this on right before I get on a flight if I have no makeup on, and I just like the whole flight just soak it up. After I have it on, I love to get that steamer going one more time and just really let it settle in. Just rinsed it off with cold water because I want my pores to lock in all of that moisture that I just got from that fabulous mask. We are ready to move forward to step number 600. We're going to use this serum that I love so much, Renewed Hope, and I mix it in. It's from Philosophy. I mix it in with another Philosophy product, which is a Sea Boost. I find that it brightens up my skin so much, especially when I'm feeling like my skin is feeling dull and I've just been working a lot or haven't been sleeping well. This combo right here, I swear by it, I've been doing it for years. I like to rub it right in with my fingers. Oh, it feels so good. And it smells so good. Oh. One of my makeup artists, she gifted me this. It's kept my face like supple and like, I don't know, bouncy. So I put it on every morning. Oh, we looking. See, I feel the bounce. I feel the life coming back. The reason why I have multiple is because I feel like they all do different things for my skin. I love this Elemis. I don't know how you say this. So this last one, you can even see in the texture, it's a little more of a cream. It looks like more of a moisturizer, and makes sense because it's supposed to resurface your skin. So I love the combo of those three. Next step is an eye cream. This product, I never leave this out, even if I don't have time to do anything else in my day. SPF. I love this setup, though. You can find this anywhere. And I've been using it literally since I've been in high school. For someone like me who has freckles, I really, and gets blotches easily, I really take SPF. Serious, girl. All right, so now that our face is nice and moisturized, we are going to move into my favorite part of the day, makeup. We're going to prime with my trusted and true Tatcha. I learned through osmosis how important it is to not only take time for yourself, but the importance and the sacredness of like sharing a moment where women are empowering how beautiful they are. I grew up around glam women. I picked up a couple tricks, definitely for hair, but also for makeup. I love this foundation. Becca, I swear by it, it's full coverage. I love to apply this foundation with a brush because I feel like I could just work it into my skin a lot better. So I like to kind of match the rest of my body's skin tone on my face first for my base, and then I'll start to bring out everything else with highlighter, concealer. So this is our base right now. My relationship with makeup, like a lot of us, started with me wanting to cover up, and through, you know, again, growing up in a salon and seeing how other women did their makeup, I started to learn like, oh, makeup is, and hair and all of these things, clothes, all these things that we use to express ourselves, they're adornments for what you already have. I can feel more comfortable with less and less makeup on, and I can let my freckles show. That used to be a thing that was like, oh, cover them up because freckles are different and they're, I don't know, they look different. Now I like love them. Next step, concealer. We're gonna set this lightly. This is just a powder that I like to use. I like to set with a brush as well because I don't like to be super duper matte. I like some of the glow to come through, and so I don't go crazy. For under the eye, I like to use a lighter or more translucent setting powder. I like to use it right under my eye. My mom is like a quick makeup gal. She's like, I'm putting the lipstick on the cheek and on the lid. You know, my Titi Chanel, she's a full-blown makeup artist, but she also knows how to do a quick, essential look. We're all different, which, you know, all women are different. But culturally, like, I feel like Dominican women are always trying to find the way that they can cut the corner and get the same look. There's a phrase that my mom says, no se ve de un avión, which means like, you can't see it from the airplane, which obviously, it doesn't translate into English that well, but my Dominicans watching will know. So no se ve de un avión. If your nail's broken, you can't see it from up there. They won't be able to notice, you know? So we find ways to cut corners where you won't be able to tell the difference, and I think that's something that I like to call ingenuity. So next step is brows. I've always had really full brows, and I've almost been a little bit insecure about them throughout my life, and then started really taking care of them and shaping them the way that I wanted to, and kind of keeping them full. Now full brows are in. My favorite bronzer, sculptor, shadow. I'll use her for everything. Hoola Benefit. So I'm gonna get in here. You see how beloved she is? She's running out too. To further the bronze, I love this little palette. And this is a little more of a like orangey vibe to bring in some more of that warmth. And then I like to mix some of the bronze with the blush because I like it. I don't know. I feel like now you're working with a full, almost ombre-ish, like, you know, mix of colors face instead of just pink, brown, shadow. You know, we don't want to compartmentalize our face. With this same palette, sometimes, depending on how fast I'm moving and what I have in my hand, so I'll just go in a little bit on my nose. I'm gonna go in with the Hoola since it's a good little shadow-y tone. I love me some Pat McGrath. We're gonna go in with a little bit darker, just a little bit of this right here. Something that I learned from my titi, this is a skill, like learning how to turn the brush into the corners, especially at this part of your eye, will affect how well the shadow takes to your eyelid. I'm gonna use a little bit of this gold and a little bit of this shimmery one for the center of my eye. I'm gonna tap that out right there. And then we're gonna I want to add just a little bit more iridescence at the center of my eyes here. This is my new favorite mascara. It's called Unleashed. I'm now in love with these lashes that I've been using for some time, Lashify, and they just like make life so much easier. And just so cute. It's like this little mascara that you just put at the root of your lash. Now that we've got our lashes on, we're gonna just set everything with a perfector. Like that just gives you that airbrush look, and I love me some Charlie like airbrush flawless finish. It's so good. So we're gonna just bring that right back in. You're gonna see how that's gonna be so photo ready. And then there's one more step I like to take before we move on to lips. It's also a finishing step for me. It's a little bit of that iridescent bronzer touch and highlighter. We're gonna add her in on the corners, and this gives also like this really nice just finish of like glow. Put some on my lips sometimes before we start going in on the lip. Another hourglass highlighter, just go right in. This lip sleeping mask, I know it's a cult classic, but I love it, and anytime that I'm about to do my lips, I usually put it on. I realize my lips are looking chapped. Huda Beauty, love Huda Beauty. I like to mix a lot of lip liners to get the color that I want. A little bit darker on the edge, just a little bit. Nice little nude, and I'm just gonna tap it in. And there you have it, darling. We're gonna just retouch this blow dry. A new tool that I've incorporated into my routine is this amazing Dyson. So I'm just gonna refresh this, and then we're gonna give her some body, and then we're gonna go off into our day. Olaplex leave-in, it's like a bond smoother. And if there's one thing I learned from my mom and from growing up in a salon is that you really do want to find those products that work for your hair. Everybody's hair texture is different. I like to add just for the edges, again, this product, it's called Mega Mangrow Moisture Milk, and I like to put some of that in there and some for those flyaways up top. Not too much because I like the volume. Last step is this argan oil. I just like to finish off with loading my hair up with moisture again. So I put just a little drop. Sometimes I even put this on my skin, and it's like my body, a little bit here and stuff. This is the final look. I hope that you've enjoyed hanging with me, and this has been fun. Bye.